Joining me on the show tonight, Tushar Gupta is a political analyst, former senior editor at Swarajya magazine. We have Dr. Michael Williams, who is the national president of United Christian Forum. Matthew Anthony is national spokesperson of the Congress Party. Dr. Williams, I'm going to begin with you. One would say that the Prime Minister has been regularly engaging with the Christian community. He values and respects them. How should this be read politically, particularly with the allegations coming in from the political opponents of the BJP, in particular the poll-bound states, the states which have a significantly high population of the Christians and go to polls next year, that is Kerala and Tamil Nadu?
You know, you started off by, first of all, let me wish all the viewers a very blessed, safe, a Merry Christmas and a wonderful year ahead. You started off by saying that the Prime Minister has been regularly engaging with the Christian community. However, I'll be honest with you, we see this engagement mostly every year around this time of the year. Otherwise, there's very little engagement. We have approached the Prime Minister, the Home Minister over this past year, over several years, for several concerns that are there for the Christian community. We haven't really received any satisfactory answer or a sit down at any time with the Home Minister or the Prime Minister. It's only during Christmas that we're able to see. We are grateful to the Prime Minister that he acknowledges the Christian community. He does show up at a church service on a Christmas day. Last year, he invited some of us for a Christmas lunch to his meal. That is wonderful. But there has been no real, there has been no credible, and there has been no such interaction which has been fruitful and profitable for the Christian community.
Okay, you have expressed your concerns. Let me bring in Rakesh Sinha quickly on this. Rakesh Sinha, you heard what one of the panelists here, Dr. Michael Williams, had to say. His concerns are that these are engagements just around the Christmas time, when it is about regular year-long engagements, which is the need of the hour. That's not happening.
No, in fact, BJP and RSS have been constantly trying to outreach the Christians. And this is our record that we condemn any kind of violence, any part of the world. It is not only India. We are the peace-loving people and we understand the meaning of diversities. Diversity is the essence of India. Without diversity, India can't exist. It is the Hindus' liberalism that the Christian population is residing in India peacefully and they are also engaged in convergence. It is the modesty of the Hindus. It is the modesty of the Hindus that have been acknowledged by the Parsis. There has not been absolutely one complaint by the smallest minority community, Parsis. There has not been any single complaint by the smallest minority community, that is Jews in the country. Parsis population, we all know, very small. They have also fire temple, but no complaint. So there are disputed areas, grey area between the Hindus and the Christians. The Christians also acknowledge that. Their literature say harvesting the Hindus. Harvesting means converting the people. We are not the crops that you will harvest.
No,
so there are disputes in certain places where some conversion take place.
That this is also timed to elections.
Let me complete this sentence. Let me complete this sentence.
And I'm looking at the percentage of Christians in Kerala, say, they are roughly around 19%, 18.38% to be specific. In Tamil Nadu, again, 6.13%. And that is the reason why this outreach.
No, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's inclusive social philosophy has been acknowledged by the entire world. He is visiting Gurdwara, he is visiting temple, he is visiting church. It is not to appease any community. He acknowledges and he endorses our age-long the faith in diversity. Ekam satyam vipra bahuda vadanti. We all want that all communities should acknowledge the diversity. They should not only enjoy the diversity, they should also strengthen the diversity. You can strengthen diversity only when you acknowledge others' existence. You don't engage in converting others. If Hindus would start converting Christians and Muslims, that naturally there would be some kind of crisis. At the same time, I am telling you that no violence can be acceptable. And at the same time, all Hindus are not the RSS. Suppose a Hindu group has certain grievances they are doing. It is very easy for all of such certain people that Prime Minister Modi is silent, RSS is engaged, BHP goons are doing that. How it is easy to call BHP workers as goons, Bajrang Dal workers as miscreants. This is not fair in democracy. This is not impartial assessment of the things.
If there are incidents, rising incidents of attacks, I mean, recent attacks, the data shows about Raipur, Bareilly, Assam, Jabalpur, Ghaziabad, Gorakhpur, all in December of 2025. There are concerns that should be addressed as well. We are showing visuals
when
of
there is a Durga Puja
attack.
procession, when there is a holy,
In Raipur as well.
Certain incidents take place in the country, and you know, don't create a narrative out of that. Problem is that when you create a narrative that Christians are under threat, churches are unsafe, minorities are being attacked, these are the narratives which are unacceptable. Yes, certain incidents have taken place, and my problem is suppose there is a procession by Hindus, Muslim or Christian at their religious festival, they take police permission for that. Then the police comes to protect. So my question is, I am not giving certificate to anybody, but my question is that whether you have taken the permission from the police. If you feel that you are threatened, you go.
No, but why is there an assumption that there is no permission taken?
You feel certain. No, I'm just asking, I'm just raising the question that the gentleman who is saying that they had been attacked in Bareilly because on the road, the people coming for Hanuman Chalisa, you know, all Hindus are not RSS and Sevak. And if certain Hindus have grievances, local grievances, don't make it an all India phenomena. Don't say that is some narrative which is going all over the country. Christians are 3%. They are safe because Hindus acknowledge that. Hindus acknowledge the diversities. If even the Ahmadiyya, they are safe because Hindu acknowledge the diversities. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi's programs, policies, addressing each and every individual. Do you find that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's any program is discriminatory? The toilets are not going to the Christians. The grains are not reaching to the Christians. Or any facilities which are they are eligible and that is not reaching to Christians. So my problem is that when Prime Minister is going to church, they say rhetoric for the Kerala election. The Christmas is here. Kerala election may be there. So how are you connecting the Christmas to the Kerala election?
Absolutely. So let's
wish
you Merry Christmas
this is also
and bring in
the church.
Matthew Anthony now. Merry Christmas, Mr. Sinha. Thank you for joining us. Matthew Anthony, from 2023 Easter and then Christmas events which have happened by the Prime Minister, why make this outreach farce when no other Prime Ministers in the past have matched this frequency of Prime Minister Modi?
Maria, Merry Christmas to you and to all the viewers and all other panelists. The reason why we call out the Prime Minister's visit a farce is because it's a festival secularism. As the previous panelist made a statement, if at all he was there from the RSS, I would have asked, all these violences occurred in BJP ruling states, Delhi, Assam, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, everywhere. The pattern is the same. While the Prime Minister is doing the role of an ambassador by visiting the Christian church, what is being followed is a pattern of violence in all the BJP-ruled states, then followed with a studied silence from the organizations and the government. Then there's an impunity for the attackers. He said about the police permission. Which police gave these hooligans a permission to attack all these people? And where is the conversion which is happening in these Christmas events? Where is the Santa Claus doing a conversion? So what are they trying to communicate? This pattern is to instill fear, and their ideologism is diluted when it comes to Kerala and other Christian ruled states.
But Mr. Anthony, will it not be seen as an attempt to foster harmony? Because does Congress's criticism not risk alienating Christian voters in key states over their No, because you are also linking this to attacks, and there is no link of RSS to these attacks.
Where's the BJP? And the link between the BJP and the RSS is clear like water, a plain water. And whereas the attack in MP is done by a BJP Mahila vice president. So where is it? And now the Christian community, you can see, or you can see the video of the major Siro Cardinal, Major Archbishop Mark Lemus, where he clearly states that he's a former office bearer of the CBCI also, where he clearly states that such kind of disturbances will create distance between the community because there is a trust deficiency which is coming across. And that's exactly what we are saying.
Okay. Tushar, your quick response. Yes. That this is a phrase which has been used by Matthew Anthony is rather interesting, that this is, what did you say, sir? Secularism? This is festival secularism.
So it's a festival secularism.
Festival secularism.
Well, this is the first time I've heard that phrase.
Even I'm hearing it for the first time. Good coinage, but.
And, one could accuse any party in India, be it national or a regional party, of indulging in festival secularism when it comes to dealing with the minorities or even with the majority for that matter.
I would say festivals, Tushar, are about celebrating. Let it be secularism on the manner, in whatever way you want to read it. If it is about, jingle bells and hymns, why not?
No, it's 25th December. I'm very happy now. I don't know if it's my happiness or it's the secularism, but I would like to think it's the happiness of Christmas. Now, Maria, yes. 2 points. One, fringe inspires fringe. We all look for causality in the actions of the fringe, but this is a vicious cycle we get caught in. One action of the fringe inspires other. When one action of the fringe is given any sort of political color or justification, it empowers the other. The important thing here is the state needs to come down on the fringe irrespective of where they are, whoever they represent or claim to represent, or whoever they are acting against. It's that simple. The state needs to come down. The law should take precedence. The problem is we sort of tend to give this a political cover depending on which part of the year it is, which is absolutely wrong. What has happened today is absolutely wrong. Now, coming to the Prime Minister's visit, a lot of people have said this is about the Kerala elections, about the Tamil Nadu elections. Look, I'll be very realistic about the prospects of the BJP in these two states. They do not start as favorites. They absolutely are not the front runners to form the government in 2026. But then this is not about the elections because the Prime Minister was last year in a function as well. Now, are we going to say this was about the Delhi and the Bihar election? Absolutely not. So the Prime Minister is not just the Prime Minister of those who are voting for him. He's the Prime Minister of India. So this sort of festival secularism, as a friend from the Congress coins it, is not, some sort of an opportunist reaction.
In fact,
it's something that the Prime Minister is supposed to do.
In 2024, Matthew, Prime Minister attended a dinner at the residence of Minister George Kurian and also a program hosted by the CBCI. So that has happened as well. The
same cardinal who attended that dinner has made the comment today, has made the statement today. Now, what I am saying is the Prime Minister has got all the time to condemn all the political attacks or all the political issues, but why is the studied silence on this? When such an attack is happening in the country, in Delhi, Assam, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, why the silence? A word can come from the Prime Minister's mouth saying that, no, I condemn this attack. Why is that silence? That's exactly what we're saying. So on one hand, they try to build this diplomacy because I work in the Northeast states also for the party. In the Northeast states, the BJP doesn't have a problem with the pork, with the beef, with any kind of a meat. In Kerala also, they don't have any other problem. But it comes to Maharashtra, when it comes to Gujarat, when it comes to all other places, they have a problem. So the ideology of BJP is diluted whenever it is convenient for them.
I would say that there is...
for them, they do that one. So the kind of message, Christmas is a good celebration. Why do you want to spoil the celebration? Because there is no element of conversion here.
No, so Prime Minister's visit...
the Prime Minister or the government
Prime Minister's participation can be also seen... Yes, I'm coming to you, Dr. Williams. Prime Minister's visit and his attendance at the morning service can be seen as also participating in festivities, because his engagement with the Christian community has been consistent and regular as well. So, Dr. Williams, please come in on this. The fact here is that there is a need for a dialogue, and that dialogue can happen if these engagements also happen.
So a couple of things I want to sort of clarify. First of all, you yourself have been able to point out only the incidents annually around Christmas where the Prime Minister has engaged. When you mentioned a dinner at George Kurian's house for Christmas or the CBCI Christmas event, very specifically. So what you are calling a periodic interaction, let's call it an annual interaction, which happens around Christmas. And that's wonderful. I'm not at all taking anything away from that. I do take exception to our dear friend Mr. Rakesh Sinha sort of coming on this channel to say that the Christians should be grateful that they are alive and well, courtesy of the large Hindu population. It's not at all that. Our forefathers wrote the Constitution, giving a dream of a new country to each and every resident who decided to stay within these boundaries. And whatever their faith was, they were specifically given rights and protections. And that is the reason why that we all enjoy the fundamental rights, not because of the largesse of any particular religion. It is this condescending tone and dialogue which is what is watering and fertilizing the grassroots violence that we are seeing. The empowered people that you see, whether it's in Bareilly, whether it is Jangir, Champa, Durg, Bhilai, Raipur, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and all of these, most of the people that you see indulging in these sort of violent activities, I grade them as illiterate louts and goons. None of them have any academic qualifications or any jobs that are worth mentioning. These appear to be people who are being harvested and grown, to use the term that he was saying, very much to spread this hate indoctrination that we are seeing. So when you say there has to be a meaningful dialogue, that dialogue first needs to start with the Prime Minister and the Home Minister coming down really hard on anybody who is choosing violence as a form of subjugation of any other poor person of any other faith.
Fine.
That is the
Tushar,
very
a quick
first thing.
response from you, please. Go ahead.
Again, if we are going to take the activities of a few to reflect the entire community, I think that would be incorrect. There are a lot of people on both the sides. Some will say this happens in a convent school because we bring it up academia. I studied in a convent school, and I can mention you a lot of activities that might not go down well with the majority community. But I'm not going to let them become an obstruction between the dialogue that really needs to happen, a dialogue that just needs to happen not just once or twice a year, but it needs to happen constantly. And that is where we must focus. And that was my original point. We don't have to get caught in this vicious circle of fringe, inspiring fringe, and inspiring fringe. We have to come out of it. Let the state take action. Let the state take action. Let the state ensure there is no violence against any community by any community, and let the dialogue continue for the long run, for the trust between the both communities. That's
Dr.
all.
Williams, let me give you the final words, please. Go ahead.
I just want to, I appreciate what my dear friend Mr. Tushar is saying. However, if you study in a convent school, that's completely by your choice. This nation is based on choices that we want to make. We have the choice to follow any faith that we want. But today, more than ever, this fringe is the reflection of a mainline ideology. You have 12 states where the BJP is in power, where you have anti-conversion laws that are targeting people of the Christian faith. We have hundreds of people in prison today in Uttar Pradesh with no bail, courtesy this particular act. No convictions over the last so many years since India has been independent. Arunachal had, Tamil Nadu had since 1956 an anti-conversion law, which is now pretty much dead. But suddenly we've had them resurrected. Some of the states had gone ahead and put the death penalty as a penalty for forced conversions.
All right.
But the problem we are having is people are very easily using the word conversion to be able to say and not say forced conversion. One is a crime, one is not. And
really come to the end of this discussion, Dr. Williams. Thank you for joining us, Tushar Gupta, and also Matthew Anthony.